This is the very famous Myanmar king, King Bayant Naung's palace. He is one of the Myanmar precious white elephant owner and also known as Sinfu Shin King. His bright intelligence and bravery fighting ability, he got Kiao Tin Anau Yatar, honorary degree naming. He built this Kanbawzathardi palace in Myanmar year 915 AD 1553. The original palace, built for King Bayant Naung in 1556, consisted of 76 apartments and halls. It was burned down in 1599. Bayant Naung built the new capital of the Second Burmese Empire, a large city called Kanbawzathardi, present-day Bago, surrounded by walls with 20 gates. The palace was built on a 70 acres plot located at the center of the city. The excavation of the Kanbawzathardi Palace, which had been submerged underground for over 400 years, began in 1990. According to the travelogues of Italian, César Frédéric, and English, Ralph Fitch, the capital of Kanbawzathardi was a magnificent and spacious city, with the palace standing tall in the middle of the new city. The halls of the palace were covered with gold. It is recorded that the roofs of some of the halls were covered with real gold. Therefore, the Golden Palace was magnificent with golden colors and was an economic center in the 16th century. More than 2,800 limestone Buddha statues were excavated at Excavation Hill No. 1, and according to archaeological studies, these statues date back to the 16th century. According to the excavations, a remarkable 200 stone pillars were found in the great palace of the land. It was found that the names of the subordinate dukes, governors, and cities were inscribed on the bases of these pillars in Burmese and Mon languages. The Kanbawzathardi Archaeological Museum displays not only the artifacts found during the excavations, but also artifacts found in the vicinity of Kanbawzathardi. The great palace of King Bayant Naung, Kanbawzathardi, has now been reconstructed in its original form. He died in AD 1581, 66 years of his age, and his son King Nanda handed over his royalty, but his emperor was destroyed in his time, and the palace was destroyed also. The current building was reconstructed in 1990 and finished in 1992. It was rebuilt following the original design, based on knowledge gained from excavations and the original drawings of the building. The reconstructed palace does not contain much of the original furniture and personal items used by the royals, as most of it was lost when the palace was looted and destroyed in 1599. After excavation works were done, 6 mounds were excavated, revealing the brick foundations of several of the palace buildings. Several hundred of the original teak pillars used for the construction of the palace in part the 16th century were found, many of them inscribed with Mon texts, as well as nearly 2,000 Buddha images, as mentioned before. The Great Audience Hall was the largest building in the palace. It was the place where the king received his ministers and officials. The Great Audience Hall is a huge hall, with rows of large pillars supporting the roof. Its interior completely covered in gold paint. The King Bayant Naung governed Taungoo dynasty, a vast empire that included much of present-day Burma or Myanmar, Thailand, and parts of China. The hall is also known as the Royal Lion Throne Hall because it contained the Thihathana throne or lion throne. There used to be 9 royal thrones in the Kanbawzathardi Golden Palace, and each decorated with a different motif and used for different occasions. 8 of them were destroyed by fire. The only surviving is the Thihathana throne, also called Lion Throne because of the lion figures carved on it. This is the backstage of the throne, where the king and his wives entered the assembly. The wives were not allowed to sit on the throne, they said. The royal guards were taking security for the king outside this door. These are the king's royal accessories. Let's have a look to Royal Bedchamber, on the other side of the road. The Pamayarthana Throne Hall, also called B Throne Hall, contained the private quarters for the king, including the Royal Bedchamber and Living Chamber.
This very ornate building has multiple roof sections and false floors and is topped with Dotte Piethat, a 7-tiered Burmese-style roof. Other buildings contained the chambers of members of the royal family.